up everyone, it's your boy MrKerrah. How have you been? Firstly guys, what do you think of my t-shirt? I went to YouTube Studios today and they gave me this because they love me and they just wanted to put their stamp on me. Oh. But regardless, free t-shirt's a free t-shirt, right? So recently I had the chance to go to New York City and it was amazing. Make sure to check out my vlogs in the description below for my vlogging channel and see what I got up to. But when it comes to traveling, there are certain things that just annoy me when I'm on the plane. So here are 5 things that annoyed me about the flight. Number 1, seat allocations. Now I'm the kind of person that needs the window seat. And it isn't because I want to see the amazing view. Going up into the sky and looking down and seeing things just get smaller and smaller. Going up into the clouds and just seeing a beautiful scenery. No, I want the window seat because I want to make sure that the plane is going in the right direction. I'm kind of paranoid. But here's the problem that comes with my seated preference. Going to the toilet. The washroom. The place where you get me? Because it's like every single time that you want to go to the toilet, it's like you're in a scene from Mission Impossible. You know that scene that I'm talking about, where you have to go out onto the window ledge, get up against the building, and go from window to window. It'd be like... sorry, one second, I'm just gonna... I didn't mean to step on your toe there, and sorry that my... it's in your face. I'm just kidding. So what you end up doing is trying not to go until you want something to drink. Because you know if you drink something, you're going to need to use the toilet eventually. Unless you want to embarrass yourself on a plane. But you don't want to disturb the person next to you because it makes you think. What happens if you fall on them while they're sleeping? Do you hold it for God knows how many hours? But in the end, you have to go. But tell me, why is it that every single time I want to go, there's already somebody in the toilet? I mean, did you know that I was about to go, so therefore you thought, let me just get in front of him? Were you reading my mind? So now, I have to wait outside the door, try not to wet myself, and hold it in until whoever is in there comes out. But you don't go back to your seat. No, no, no. Because you know, as soon as you go into your seat, he or she's come out of the toilet, and you have to go through that Mission Impossible scene again. And be like... Number 2, the gourmet food, or lack of. Now we all know that plain food is the worst, but I ain't gonna lie, it was amazing! Because they gave me the option of pasta or chicken. So I went with the chicken and it ended up being chicken tikka masala with rice. And I know what you're thinking, that it's glorified and it's bland with processed meat. It was real chicken with real desi tadka masala. I was shocked. But here's where the problem comes. How in the world am I supposed to eat this gourmet meal in this much space? I mean, I was bashing elbows with the person next to me while I was cutting my chicken tikka masala. So what I tried to do is try to organize my plate and put things in the right locations so that it's easier for me to eat. And they also give you this foil sealed cup of water so that every time you peel it back, it splashes all on top of you and it looks like you've wet yourself and then you have to go to the toilet again. And they also give you this crusty bread roll that's in a packet with butter. It's hard enough as it is that you've given me a plastic knife, but somehow you have to spread that rock solid butter on your crusty piece of bread. I mean, give me a break, or give me margarine. It's so much more easy. But one thing that was cool though, they gave you a little tiny packet of Tic Tacs. I mean, how cool is that? I didn't see it in the guy's plate next to me, so I thought I was special, you know? Or they were trying to tell me something. Smells fine to me. Number 3, in-flight entertainment. You see, I don't sleep on planes. I watch movies. And to be honest, they had all the movies that I wanted to catch up on. So I was happy. But pulling out the TV from a side compartment near my legs was absolutely crazy. It was on an arm that you could barely move and you had to twist the screen towards you. Now how am I supposed to watch these widescreen cinematic movies on a tiny squared screen in 360p with a touchscreen facility that reacts after a minute? I mean, British Airways is a multi-billionaire company, but they can't give me a 720p widescreen for me? Check this out. 20 years ago, I went on a family holiday to Singapore on Thai Airlines. And they gave me a widescreen with a Super Nintendo built in to my seat, with a controller. And for 16 hours, I was playing Super Mario World all the way to Singapore. But British Airways, after 20 years, gives me this? Like, what the butt pains. I got a nice bum, you know. You all know what I'm talking about. Sitting in one spot for God knows how many hours is eventually going to hurt your bum. So what I end up doing is sitting on my left butt cheek, giving my right butt cheek a bit of a rest. And then when that one starts hurting, you sit on your right butt cheek, giving your left butt cheek a rest. And I do this cycle the whole way. I mean, they could make these seats a bit more comfortable. Hold on, I think I finally made sense of it. BA, bad asses. It don't make sense. And number 5, sleeping, or lack of. I mean, how the hell do people sleep on a plane? Now, I'm not rich, and I always sit in economy, where the chairs are like upright. I mean, how do you sleep with your back straight and like, where do you put your head? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Also, I'm 6'1". I mean, I can't even like lean back and like stretch out my legs. I can't do it. But the guy next to me, as soon as the flight lifted off, he had the blanket over his head and knocked out. I didn't even know if he was alive. I mean, can you breathe underneath there? And I didn't really want to wake him up and ask just in case I caused a panic on the plane. I mean, it wouldn't go down so well being the only Asian person on a flight to New York City standing up and saying, "This man is dead!" I don't think immigration would like that when I landed. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you relate to anything that I said in here, make sure to give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment in the section below about what annoys you on the plane. Lastly guys, I am so sorry that this video came out on a Tuesday. It was supposed to be up yesterday, but I'm still jet lagged from coming back from New York, or you can class it as being lazy. But here's my video. I love you guys so much, and until next Monday, holla!